What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got some sweet duels for you guys to check out. We're going to Suplex City for the first one. You guys have probably been there before. If you've ever played Goki before, go on Isuka's first deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends. Luckily, he has a second wrestling-based deck and Dino Wrestlers. They're getting more support in Rising Rampage, by the way, which I guess confirms that he's coming back to the anime because they wouldn't give new support for a current running character in the anime if the character wasn't coming back. Like, that just wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. Anyways, let's load this one up. Trick Stars are up first. Pretty good hand, if I don't say so myself. I'll take that hand against Salaman Greats or Thunder Dragons, you know, other decks like another deck like Sky Striker. His opponent has to be careful here because he does have Fossil Dig. If he activates Fossil Dig straight up, he will lose his entire hand to the Droll Reincarnation combo. Reincarnation right here, Droll and Lockbird here. I mean, yeah, I guess he could Twin Twister and get some cards in the graveyard, but that's not gonna do anything anyways. He's gonna take some burn damage. Twin Twister might be the first play. That'll get the Reincarnation out. He will get rid of the Impermanence. Okay, fair enough. Not a bad play. Dino Wrestlers do have some good boss monsters, by the way. This was awesome. So what he did was he dumped his World Dino Wrestling, or his World Dino Wrestling in the graveyard. Then he activates the summon effect because his opponent has a monster and he doesn't. He's going to summon Pankatrops, which, I mean, is obviously going to do some work there. He is going to go for that Fossil Dig. I guess there was another copy because the first one should have been banished with the copy of Reincarnation. So we should see, yep, there it is. Now, he does not use Droll and Lockbird here. I mean, I guess he feels like, hey, he's not going to do any more searching. I might as well just, you know, keep my Droll and Lockbird, maybe save it for next turn. The problem with Droll is your opponent unloads their hand, the card just gets less and less value as the game goes on. Top decks the Premature Burial for Trickstar. He's going to attack with Candina. That's just going to get Pankatrops to come out. Pankatrops is going to be ran over with the copy of Carabane. He is going to Reborn Carabane and then simply pass turn. And this is where Dino Wrestlers start having a little bit of plays here. So what he's going to do is he's going to activate this guy right here, the Capitera. So what this one does is, I guess he's not going to activate it. Now he's going to activate it. If your opponent has more monsters than you, basically you can just target a monster they control and send it to the graveyard. Non-destruction, by the way. It does target, but who cares? It doesn't actually destroy. So Dino Wrestlers have some good plays. He's going to run over with 1800 Beater. And now he's just going to pass turn. His opponent does have that copy of Lilybell. That was a terrible top deck with another Droll and Lockbird. Let's see if he can start doing some recovery here. He is going to get the Lycoris. He's going to bounce Lilybell, summon it again, attack again, and let's see. I think he might actually add Carabane, so that wasn't bad. It was an okay play. I would have maybe liked to see him go for a Trickstar Holly Angel here because I don't think he gets a lot of value by keeping the Lilybell on field. So I feel like that was a miscue there. I know he wants to keep it, but it's fine. His opponent did top deck the Dino Wrestler Fusion spell, and this is interesting. What he did was he actually link summoned, and the reason that he did that was so that he would get down to 2 monsters and his opponent would actually have, or excuse me, he'd have 1 monster and his opponent would have 2. This means he's free to activate the World Dino Wrestling that was in his graveyard, activate the effect to go ahead and summon. This is the one that adds 1 when it's actually summoned, and now I think he might actually fusion summon. This is going to be a spicy play. He's going to fusion summon using his link monster and his other monster on the field, and guess what? Once again, his opponent has more monsters than him, so now he can summon Pankatrops as well. And I really like the extra deck monsters for Dino Wrestlers. They have a fusion, they have a synchro. I don't think they have an Xyz because Go like lost before everybody started getting Xyz on the show, but yeah, I think that maybe, I don't know if they get an Xyz, but their fusion and their synchro are actually both pretty good cards. His opponent scoops it up. There is no way that a Trickstar Lycoris is going to be able to deal with both of these monsters. 4000 Beater. Also, the Pankatrops just having like the, you know, quick effect. He didn't have any options to beat this. Second duel is going to be Cubics facing down against, or facing off against Salaman Greats. And, you know, Cubics is running a lot of destruction, a lot of outdated cards. These cards are, in my opinion, not very good, especially in this matchup versus Salaman Great, where once your opponent gets Balinks in the graveyard, it's just like, you know, you can't really do anything. That's the reason why a lot of these destruction cards have fallen out of favor, is because decks like Salaman Great, Sky Striker, they can either block it or they can just like float. But he is going to do that work here, right? So his opponent did kind of scuff his combo up, and he went kind of what I like to call the, well, I guess it's the safe, not sorry. You know, it's better safe than sorry route with Salamangreats. Basically, you link your Jaguar away for the Balinks, and the reason you do this is because if you have Roar, then if your opponent is playing, you know, Cyber Dragons, which are actually quite popular now, or if they're playing a Kaiju and they Kaiju, or they get rid of your Sunlight Wolf, your Roar is still alive. Now, he doesn't have a Roar, but his opponent doesn't know that, so maybe he wants to create the illusion that he does have a Roar. He used the Dark Hole, that didn't do anything, but he did activate the Cubic Wave, and this means that this guy gets cut in half, and this guy goes to 6,000, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just an OTK. He's gonna run over Balinks. I don't know why he used Salamangreat Sanctuary, but honestly, for anybody who's gonna say this dude's a noob, it didn't matter. Even if the Sunlight Wolf was at 1800 attack, he's only at 50 life points, and not only is he looking at he's staring down a 6,000 attack monster. Even if his Sunlight Wolf somehow didn't die from this battle, which it would regardless, he still would take 3,000 damage in the end phase because of the Crimson Nova's effect. So there was basically, like, this guy would have had to have, I don't know, somewhere around like a 12, no, maybe 13,000 life points to survive this. I mean, essentially, yeah, he would have needed to have about 13,000 life points to survive this, mainly because the Balinks took 5,500 damage from one attack. Like, he was almost dead off of that. And again, this guy can attack twice and it does burn damage. And he didn't have a Balinks to stop, you know, the Crimson Nova from attacking twice because the Dark Hole did eat up the Balinks. He had to pretty much commit that. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these quick little duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.